you like to see a magic trick?
Welcome to StreamGuide. With endless options of entertainment at our fingertips, why do we spend so much time scrolling, not knowing what to watch next? Whether you have already cranked through the latest series in 3 days, or you simply want updates on what is the latest and greatest in streaming entertainment, you have come to the right place. StreamGuide does the research for you to help you press play. Amazon Prime is adding an abundance of classic and new movies in December. From titles like The Pursuit of Happiness, timeless movies like The Quiet Man, or John Wayne's 1969 film True Grit. Of all the great movies added in December, we have selected 7 of the highest-rated movies coming to Amazon Prime worth watching, whether for the first time or 10th time. For a complete list of releases from Amazon Prime, check out our description below. Let's get right into it. Coming in as our 7th highest-rated new release on Amazon Prime is 40-Year-Old Virgin, December 1st.
Scissors.
Friends.
Is a highly acclaimed romantic comedy following Andy Stitzer, played by Steve Carell, is a single guy who works at a big box electronics store. Andy lives alone and spends most of his time collecting action figures and playing video games. Andy being 40 years old, he still remains a virgin. Paul Rudd, Romany Malco, and Seth Rogen play co-workers who push Andy into a plan to lose his virginity. During this hilarious process, Andy meets Trish, played by Catherine Keener, who becomes his love interest, resulting in a romantic twist to this amazing film. Will Andy finally lose his virginity? Will he have a happily ever after with Trish? Or will he crack under the pressure from his immature friends? You probably already know the answer, but watching this movie again while we can is worth the time. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, December 1st.
Sierra's most profitable business. If we're in stock lose, I'll leave. If I win, you leave. Me luck. Out of control!
Although Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is an older movie made in 1988, it is viewed as one of the greatest comedies in the late 1900s. The film tells a story following 2 con men, competing to swindle $50,000 from an heiress. Lawrence Jameson, played by Michael Caine, is a very intelligent and cunning British con artist in the French Riviera. With the help from his servant Arthur, he makes a living acting as an exiled prince trying to raise money for freedom fighters. Everything is going according to plan until he catches wind of a less refined, small-time rival, Freddie Benson, played by Steve Martin in his prime. Even though this movie is a bit older, the comedy and plot are fresh and are a true reminder to what comedy was a few decades ago. La La Land, December 8th.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think so. But the future.
Maybe I'm not good enough.
Yes, you are.
Maybe I'm not. It's like,
Fair warning, this film is known to have a bit of singing and a little dancing in it, but keep an open mind and you will pleasantly be surprised. This is the first film Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone have co-starred in, since their amazing roles in the critically acclaimed Crazy Stupid Love back in 2011. La La Land follows Sebastian, a struggling charming jazz pianist, and Mia, an aspiring actor waiting for her big break as they each passionately try to pursue their dream careers. These 2 dreamers are meant for each other and keep bumping into one another, opening up a deeply romantic situation, but as success mounts, they are faced with decisions that threaten to rip the fabric of love in their relationship, and the dreams they worked so hard to maintain threaten to rip them apart. This film highlights the realities we face in relationships and the compromises and challenges we go through in the pursuit of our dreams. Zoolander, December 1st.
He's suave, of cool.
you rule.
Wilson.
Propelled to the top of the fashion world by a photogenic gaze he calls Blue Steel. This dim-witted male model Derek Zoolander, played by Ben Stiller, is ready to receive his 4th consecutive Male Model of the Year award, until his rival, Hansel, played by Owen Wilson, unexpectedly takes the crown, leaving Derek shattered and vulnerable. Derek being easy prey for fashion designer Mugatu, played by Will Ferrell, who signs Derek to star in his new trash-inspired, derelict fashion show to brainwash him into killing the Malaysian Prime Minister, who is trying to save the poor Malaysian children who create the overpriced clothing the fashion industry prances around in. The plotline is unique, the story is hilarious, and Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson's chemistry leave the audience wanting more from this out-of-the-box comedy. To everyone who has not seen Zoolander, you have to. It's so hot right now. Capote, December 1st.
I think that's what I want to write about. Hello, Matt, you ever did this?
I care.
Because of you will be stuck.
Capote is a biographical drama filmed in 2005 about American novelist Truman Capote, directed by Bennett Miller, starring the acclaimed Philip Seymour Hoffman in the main role. The film primarily follows the behind-the-scene events that took place while Truman was writing his 1965 nonfiction book In Cold Blood after hearing about a murder in Kansas. Capote travels to small-town Kansas to cover the true story leading to conversations with the men charged with murder. As one of the suspects interviews with Capote sheds light on the young criminal's apparent guilt, Capote forms an emotional bond with him, trying to help him prove his innocence. Hoffman's lead performance led the way for the film's box office success, resulting in the film being nominated for 5 Academy Awards, including Best Director, Best Picture, Best Supporting Actress, Best Adapted Screenplay, and winning the award for Best Actor with Hoffman's amazing performance. The Black Phone, December 13th.
What's new? First call him the grab.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Released in 2022, The Black Phone was one of the most exciting horror movies made this year. Amazon Prime has brought this highly anticipated title to its free offerings starting in December. The film follows a town where a sadistic killer is abducting children. When the main character, Finley, a 13-year-old boy, gets abducted, we get an inside scoop on what really happens to these young boys. After waking up in a soundproof room with only a bed and an unplugged phone on the wall, Finley starts hearing the phone ring. Hesitant to answer, thinking this was part of some sick joke, he picks up the phone, discovering he can hear the voices of the killer's previous victims who are trying to help him escape. The film's ability to shed light on the atrocities the killer commits without visually having the audience go through it, along with the unexpected plot twists, makes this movie a must-watch in December. Superbad, December 1st.
Yeah! Piece or anything.
Saturday was actually a crazy night.
ID.
Wait, you changed your name?
Superbad is claimed as one of the greatest comedies of all time and paved the way for some amazing movies that came out in the late 2000s, like Pineapple Express. Superbad is a hilarious comedy following 3 high school students, Seth, played by Jonah Hill, Evan, played by Michael Cera, and Fogel, later known as McLovin, played by Mintz Plasse, in the last week of school before they leave for college. Going through high school as unpopular nerds, the boys end up with an invitation to a big party as long as they bring the booze. The boys, desperately trying to lose their virginity before college, come up with an elaborate plan to get alcohol for the party to head off to college with experience. Of course, things do not go according to plan, causing the hilarious events of this extremely memorable film to unfold. With appearances from Seth Rogen, Bill Hader, and Emma Stone, Superbad has been solidified in the top 5 movies of all time for most who watch it. We hope you enjoyed this video and are as excited about the upcoming Amazon Prime releases in December as we are. For a complete list of Amazon Prime releases, be sure to check out the description below. As always, please comment, like, and subscribe to StreamGuide so you always know what to watch next. See you next time.